Welcome to Winging It. We're playing Arkham Horror, the card game today. This is Amanda and Silas going through the Innsmouth Conspiracy. We are playing Horror in High Gear. I'm trying a new format out today with how I'm displaying the information. I would love some feedback from the comments or on Facebook or wherever. Just let me know how you guys find this, if it's easier to follow or, if too much digital. Do just let me know. But I've replaced the player boards, my Nice Team Covenant player boards. I will be using them just off screen with up there. You can see I've got the the information kind of in a easier to read format. So if you look in the links below, you can see my deck upgrades. I'll flash them up here really quickly. This is my Silas deck, and then this is my Amanda deck. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and draw up opening hands, and we'll get started. 5 cards for Silas. Okay, we get a Brute Force Peter Sylvester, another Brute Force, a Take Heart, a Eureka. Okay, so I think we'll keep 1 Brute Force so that we're able to fight if we need to. The Take Heart, the Eureka, and the Peter is all good. So we'll draw 1 card. Okay, a Daring. So ready to fight. We don't have as much clue tech as I would like. We are going to need to be able to get clues. But we could throw a Take Heart in and some Eureka or something. Getting Peter down will be nice and helpful. Alright, Amanda, because we have 2 copies of Studious, which gives us an extra card draw, or extra card at the beginning of our hand. We get to draw 7 cards, so we'll do that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. We got the Perception. We'll definitely keep the Perception. We'll get to replace the Weakness right away. Okay, we'll probably want to put the Lab Assistant down right away. Oh man, the Dream Enhancing Serum would be nice. We definitely want to keep those. Those are our card draw cards. We'll keep the Perception. We want to keep the Crack the Case so that we can get resources to pay for stuff right away. So that's pretty good. We'll throw away all of these cards. And we'll draw 3 more. So we get another Lab Assistant, a Deduction, and a Dream Enhancing Serum. Okay, so it does give us a chance. We really want to be able to not have to stop the car and just go right off the top, but we also want to get assets down. So there's some things that we're going to have to balance. We want to get the Dream Enhancing Serum down. We want to get the Lab Assistant down. Alright, so let's look at the Agenda 1A. The chase is on. This is version 2. On your way to Falcon Point, you are ambushed by agents of the Order. As additional cost for you to move while not in a vehicle, you must spend 2 actions. So that's the same as Devil Reef. It would take 3 actions to actually move. Forced, at the end of the round, starting with the rearmost location, set each location with no vehicles, enemies, or investigators aside out of play, or add it to the victory display if it has victory X, and no clues on it. Stop when you reach a location with at least 1 vehicle, enemy, or investigator, or the location behind the rearmost investigators. So what happens here is we end up putting locations out to the right, and the locations to the left end up falling off. So it's a very long road that we're traveling down. And then we have Act 1A, Pedal to the Metal. Your only chance is to reach Falcon Point before your pursuers catch up to you. Each enemy gains Hunter. Forced, at the end of each investigator phase, each vehicle that is running must move to a connecting road location of the driver's choice. So objective, you drive to Falcon Point as fast as you can. You will be instructed when to advance. That's when you reach Falcon Point. Spoilers. They're also in Elena Harper's car. They're both in here, and Silas is the driver. So it's limit 2 investigators in this vehicle, but there's 2, so it's okay. And then it has an action. If you are this vehicle's driver, draw the top card of the encounter deck. Then move this vehicle to a connecting road location at max once per round. So put the pedal to the metal, keep going. And then there's an action. If you are this vehicle's driver, you stop the car, flip the vehicle over. And then when you flip the vehicle over, you can actually get out of the car, which is what would allow you to switch drivers. You can only get out of the car or in the car once per turn. These are the old Innsmouth Road locations. It's just a road. They're all connected left to right, kind of like Essex County Express. And then we're going to discard off to find a vehicle, and we'll just spawn that far as left. Okay, we got the Pursuing Motor Car, which is a 442. Hunter, when the pursuing motor car attacks you, if you are not in a vehicle, it deals +2 damage for this attack. Forrest, when pursuing motor car, attacks an investigator in a vehicle, it attacks each other investigator in that vehicle as well. It does 2 damage. So that's kind of unfortunate, but not much we can do about that. Unless we can manage to stay ahead. It spawns 2 locations behind us. Alright, so let's see what road location they have gotten. Let's see, this is the Fork in the Road. It is a 5 Shroud 2 Clue location. It is Road 2. So that means when you got Road 2, you take one of these long way around and you shuffle it with the Old Innsmouth Road. Actually, 2 of these. No, just 1 of these. And then we can go to one of these locations. It's a 5 Shroud 2 Clue. It's a victory point 1. Investigators of this location spend 2 clues as a group. Look at the revealed side of any location ahead of you. So we definitely do not want to run into the wrong location. So, alrighty then. There are 2 clues here, and then Amanda gets to draw a card, and then we will see what she sees. We put a card on her, so she will go ahead and draw Elena Harper. Okay. So, we have to put a card under her. I think it's going to be the Perception. The question is, does she have enough? She needs to be... We really want to be 4 up on this test. With the Deduction, she's got a 2. If we put the Perception under her, which is... I'll just put this over here to say that this is the card that's under her. We will be at 2, 3, 4, 5. We can commit Lab Assistant, Deduction, maybe Elena Harper. I think we can do this. Okay, so she will go ahead and go first. We don't want to stop the card. We do want to get this, and if we can clear it out both, we can clear out both of those. We can get crack the case, which would be nice. So action 1, she is going to spend 3 resources to play the Dream Enhancing Serum. So put this on her board. Here. Over here. Let's see. Alright. And then we will, second action, we will go ahead and spend 2 for the Lab Assistant. So I put the Dream Enhancing Serum out first in case the Lab Assistant draws a card that connects with the Dream Enhancing Serum. So we get to draw 2 cards from the Lab Assistant. So we will get an Overpower and a Practice Makes Perfect. So the question is, well, we don't have a resource to play the Practice Makes Perfect, unfortunately. Okay, so now we're investigating. We are at 5v5. We will commit our other Lab Assistant, our Deduction, and we could do Elena Harper, because I don't think we have, although it would be nice to get her out at some point. We could go ahead, Silas can commit the Eureka, and then we can commit the Practice Makes Perfect. This kind of, as bad as that feels. We can't play it because we don't have enough resources to do it. So I really want to be, if you look at the bag, the Elder Things are worth -4, and we have 2 in the bag. We had removed the tablet. So we got 3 -4s in the back. We really need for this to land and get both of these clues. Otherwise, we're going to have to stop the car and things just, we want to make progress. Okay, so anyway, where we are, we're at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to beat 5, and then the Eureka from Silas is 9. So here we go. If we get both these clues, we'll get to crack the case. we can get some resources. Everybody will be happy. All right, we get the skull. Okay, so the skull is worth -1 because it's -3 if there are 6 or more fewer locations remaining in the road deck. There's a lot. So we succeeded by 2, so she gets to draw 2 cards off the perception. So we'll go ahead and do that. We'll draw 2 cards. We get a Vicious Blow and another Vicious Blow. Okay, and because we got 2 Vicious Blows, we get to Dream Enhancing Serum to draw another card, which will be an Unexpected Courage. All right, and then we will play Crack the Case to get resources, and let's see. We want Silas to have enough that he can play out Peter and still be able to reliably get out. I think I'll just give 1 resource. So Silas is 6. We want him to be able to get out Granny Orne when she comes out. And then 4 for Amanda. And that allows her to play the Time Worn Brand or the Dream Diary or the Grizzly Totem. Okay, so anyway, that's pretty good. All right, so now Silas. So now we got both these clues. We can spin both those clues to look at the next Innsmouth Road location, and we get a tight turn. So we know that's where we want to go. That means this is the long way around. Tight turn is a 3 shroud. It is a 4 clue location. It says road 1, so we grab a road and put another road out to the right of it. Okay. Let's just do this. Okay. I think we're going to stack these like so. All right. It is a 3 shroud, 4 clue location. It's not a victory point. Forced when a vehicle would leave this location, investigators at this location as a group must spend 2 clues for each investigator in the vehicle. For each clue they could not spend, an investigator in that vehicle takes 1 damage limit once per game for each vehicle. So that will be a thing to try and get lots of clues and not take lots of damage. Oh, I forgot to resolve for Amanda the Eureka. So we'll go ahead and do that. We get to look at 3 cards. We have the Deduction, the 2 Promises of Power. We will take a Promise of Power. We want to save the Deduction. Wait, we committed the Practice Makes Perfect. We'll take the Deduction then. All right, Silas, action 1, will spend 3 to put down Peter Sylvester. Okay, and then I think we're just going to start drawing cards. So action 2, we'll draw a card. We could, just investigate and commit take heart, but I'm sure we'll find something we can commit take heart to. So we get, a chainsaw. That's kind of cool. We got the Brute Force, so we're kind of okay on enemy management right now. Let's just keep drawing cards because we'd like to see if we can get a Granny Orne, which would just be all kinds of helpful to everybody. So we draw, and we get an Internal Injury. All right, so at the end of his turn, he takes a direct damage. That was not amazing. Okay. So at the end of the investigator phase, they move into the tight turn, which is where they wanted to go. We'll just move this down here because that's the road not chosen. The pursuing motorcade hunts. We get rid of this Old Innsmouth Road, and we'll shift everything over. And we will do upkeep. Silas will draw. Okay, look what I found. That actually is fantastic. And then Amanda will get a Pathfinder, completely useless in this scenario. So important in the previous scenarios, but Alright, we are now at 1 of 8 doom. And we'll draw encounters. So Silas will get... Okay, Fractured Consciousness, test 3 intellect. If you reveal a tablet token during this test, you automatically fail. If you fail, take 2 damage. Alright, so we're going to commit Take Heart to this. We're at 2v3. Expecting to fail. Okay, we get a -1. Alright, -1. Alright, so we do fail. We take 2 damage, so we're on 3 damage. And he gets 2 cards. He gets a Quick Thinking and a Live and Learn and a resource. 2 resources. And then Amanda will get a Hit Van. It is a 3/5/3. It spawns the rearmost location. Hunter Retaliate. Hit Van cannot attack during the same phase it moved via its Hunter keyword. Okay. Alright, and now Amanda will draw a card to see what she's going to put under her. And she gets Nihilism. So we're putting this into her play area. We still got to put a card under her. I think we just put the Unexpected Courage under her. Although we're probably going to have to commit the deduction anyway. So we'll just go ahead and put the deduction under her, replacing this Perception. Okay, so Silas is... Silas will go first. So he'll try to do the Look What I Found test. Because it's the upgraded version, unless he passes the test, he'll be in good shape on this. So. Okay, and he will get a Cultist. Okay, and the Cultist is -1 for each point you fail by. An investigator vehicle will place 1 of their clues on your location. Well, nobody has any clues, so it's okay. We will spend 2 to play Look What I Found and get 2 clues. Alright. And we could Live and Learn now to get another clue, but there's no real reason to do that. So we will take 2 actions to clear internal injury, and that is all of our actions. Not too bad. All right. And then let's see. Amanda will spend her 4 resources for first action. Put down Elena Harper. And Lab Assistant. So now she is going at a 4v3. She will commit the Unexpected Courage to this. So she's at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to beat 3. And Silas will go ahead and commit the Live and Learn. So we're up by 4. Get the auto fail. Okay, so we take a damage and a horror because that's what Nihilism does. And I remember this time. Put it on Elena Harper. Okay, and we lose all of that. So now we're kind of in a bad shape. Somebody's going to take 2 damage as we leave, which is not ideal. But, let's see, we're at 2, 3, 4 to beat 3. Silas will commit Quick Thinking, and we'll just go at 5 to beat 3. Up by 2. And we get the cultist, okay, which is, as we said, -1. So they do pass. She gets the 2 clues. The quick thinking doesn't go off, but we didn't expect it to. And that is the end of the round. Oh, this deduction's still there. Alright, so the end of the round, they move forward. We check out this Old Innsmouth Road is... Intersection is a road 3, and we have to spend 2 clues as a group to look at the real side of location ahead. So we're going to take 2 long way arounds and shuffle in. That was an Old Innsmouth Road. So we are probably going to have to stop the car at this point, which is unfortunate. And unfortunately also, we don't have a lot of intellect boost for Amanda. So, put 1, 2, 3 out. We're probably just going to have to stop. But anyway, so these guys move up. Remove this from the game, or discard it. And we just have these 3 locations here. Alright. And we'll do upkeep. Silas will get a meat cleaver. So we don't want to pay the chainsaw. We do have a weapon we could use. Amanda, she will draw 3 aces. That's not even a little bit helpful right now. Oh, not good. Okay. And then she gets a resource. We're at 2 of 8 doom. Maybe we'll have to dilly-dally for 1 turn, I guess. We'll see. Alright, we get a winged one on Silas. It's a 3/5 X. X is the shroud value of the winged one's location. Takes 1 fewer damage from attacks, except ranged, firearm, or spell, to a minimum of 1 damage. Alright. Ugh. Alright, and then Amanda will get... They're catching up! Oh no! Resolve the hunter keyword on each enemy in play. Okay, so we're about to just get hammered. Because we have to stop the car. There's no doubt about that. Okay, and then Amanda will draw a card. She gets, a grizzly totem. Okay. I think we put a vicious blow under her. And then she can just work on taking out the winged one. Yeah, that's, and then Silas can stop the car, get ready to fight, and yeah, it's going to get ugly. So yeah, she'll put a vicious blow under her. So, Amanda's going to go first. She is going to fight this winged one. She will do 1 less damage. So she is going to commit the vicious blow on top of her vicious blow. And do we want to do the overpower as well? Let's see, if she hits for all of this, she will do, if she succeeds by 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and let's see, commit the brute force, 9, 10, 11. So that's 11 versus 3. If we were to successfully by 2 or more, then we would get, this gives an extra 2 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It would kill it in 1 shot, which seems okay. So we'll do that. Alright, here we go. Do we need the overpower? Let's see. We're at 1, we're at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 7, 6, 5. No, we don't need the overpower. Okay. So we won't commit the overpower. Alright, the cultist, it is dead. Because we do with all of that, we do, let's see, we do a damage, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I may have overdone it. Actually, I did overdo it. Okay, whatever. Doesn't matter. Winged 1 is dead. I should have committed the daring instead. Into the victory display. Okay. Oh, we didn't put the clues out there. So I think Amanda will just draw a card and take a resource so that she is, we want to fill up her hand with cards, and we want to be able to play out the Grizzly Totem to get more card draw online. So she will draw a card. She will get a Crack the Case. Okay. And then she will grab a resource. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put out the chainsaw. Well, the first thing we're going to do is we'll take this action on the car to stop it, go to the other side, and then it's stopped. If you're in the vehicle's driver, you can start the car, flip it over again. So that was his first action. Second action, we will spend 4 resources to put out the chainsaw with 3 supplies on it. Although, we might just be evading, but I don't know, we'll see. And then last action, we're just going to draw a card. Oh, wonderful. We get the emergency cash, level 3. Alright. So, we're stopped, so we don't move. The hit van moves in. It doesn't attack. It's going to go on Silas. It doesn't attack. I'll put on Silas here. And then the pursuing motor car does attack. And it's going to do 2 damage. It's going to do 4 damage. We get 2 damage to each of them. So, Silas is now at 5 of 9 damage. And we'll put a damage on Elena Harper and a damage on Amanda. She's at 1 damage. Alright, we're upkeep. Silas will draw a Sharp Vision. Okay, and a resource. Amanda draws Practice Makes Perfect. And a resource. Alright. We are now at 3 of 8 doom. Silas will get Memory of Oblivion. Test 4 willpower or 4 intellect. If you reveal a... Oh, this is terrible. Okay. If you reveal a Elder Thing token, you automatically fail, which would discard as a whole hand. We really need to not lose cards, but I don't have anything to commit to this. So we're just going at... We'll use our willpower. So we're at 3v4. Amanda will commit the Dream Enhancing Serum to this. So we're at 4v4. Okay, and we pull a -2, so we have to get rid of 2 cards. We're definitely getting rid of the Meat Cleaver. And it's either the Daring or the Sharp Vision. Let's see, we're just going to be at... I think we just get rid of the Sharp Vision, as much as I wanted to be able to use that for Clue Acceleration. It's unfortunate. Alright, we've just got to be able to fight. That Daring is going to be too good. Okay, so then Amanda will draw Eyes in the Trees. Test 4 willpower. If you fail, you must either discard an asset you control. So we could get rid of the Lab Assistant. Or discard one card from your hand for each point you fail by. Well, we're going at 2v4. So we're going to discard probably the Lab Assistant. And we get a -4. Yeah, so we're just going to get rid of the Lab Assistant. It's fine, we'll get another one eventually. Ugh, they are getting beat up here. All right. And then she draws a card and we'll put something under her. So she draws, oh, 3 aces. Excellent. Well, we can Dream Enhancing Serum. Draw another card. Which is a Promise of Power. Interesting. Do we put the Promise of Power under her? What is she going to do? I think we put the well, if they put the Overpower under her, let's see, Silas is going to attack. She needs to punch things. I'm inclined to put the Overpower under her. We'll put the Overpower under her. Action 1, she's going to spend 3 to put out the Grizzly Totem. Action 2, she is going to whack the Pursuing Motor Car. She's at 4v4. We'll commit the Promise of Power and use the Grizzly Totem. So we are adding a curse token to the bag. So we are at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm really just using the Grizzly Totem for the card draw. Okay, we get a 0. So we get to draw a card from the Grizzly Totem, which is Whispers from the Deep. And from the Overpower, we will draw another Promise of Power. Okay. And we do 8 damage to the Pursuing Motor Car. We could investigate, but I think we just want to punch. Yep, we'll commit our other Promise of Power, and we'll punch the hit van. Get a curse token in. So we are 8v4 or 8v3. Oh, and we're committing the Whispers of the Deep, so we're at 7v3. And we get the Elder thing, which is -4. The 7v3, we chose the right. We chose the right thing. So we put a damage on the hit van. And we get to draw a card from the Overpower, which is a Dream Diary. I'd sure like to put that into play. Silas, action 1, is going to hit the Pursuing Motor Car with the Chainsaw. So we are at, we'll commit Daring. So we're at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to beat 4. This fork in the road actually should have gone into the review display. Alright, auto fail. Alright, he doesn't have Retaliate. He does because of the Daring. Awesome. And this is when pursuing attacks an investigator. So, oh my gosh. Alright, we'll pull back the Daring. We'll put a, on Chainsaw. And then Silas is now at, 7 of 9 damage. And Amanda will take, she's at 3 of 7 damage. Second action, we'll do this again. We get to draw a card from the Daring, though, which was a Granny Orn. Nice, okay. We will commit the Daring again. If we autofill here, then it just knocks out Silas. Okay, -1. Okay. Pursuing motor car is done. We get to draw a card from the daring, which is a resourceful. What would we pull back with a resourceful? There's a good... We probably just get to look what I found, actually. Okay. Yep. So we will evade now. We're at 4. Commit the resourceful to be 5. And Amanda will commit the Pathfinder. So we're at 4, 5, 6. To be 3. Oh, no, wait. 7 because of Peter. -4. Good enough. Okay. With resourceful, we will pull back. Look what I found, or do we get the take heart? Probably the take heart. No. Yeah, we'll take the take heart. And this guy is evaded. Okay. We don't move because the car stopped. We're going to move everything back over. Silas draws his other daring and a resource. Amanda draws 3 aces. She's got all 3 aces. Okay, nice. And a resource. Oh, and we get to Dream Enhancing Serum. Draw another card. And she gets Burning the Midnight Oil. Still no really good way to get the clues. Alright, we're at 2 of 8 too. Oh, we need to decide who this hit van goes on, and it's going to go on Silas. We can evade it, and then we can just go. Alright, Silas will draw a Pursuing Motor Car. We've seen these before. Goes behind them. This is going to cause... I mean, that would actually just kill Silas if we don't get out of here, which is unfortunate. Let's see. What happens if we even go the wrong way? Okay, and then Amanda will get Hybrid Assassin. So this is actually on her. Man, they are just getting overwhelmed with enemies. I don't know how we get out of here. Let's see. Amanda needs to draw a card at the beginning of the round. She gets her Time-Worn Brand. Not useful right now because we just need to get clues and get on. Okay, so she's got to choose a card to put under her. It's probably Burning the Midnight Oil. Let's see, she can use 3 aces to get 1 clue. This is a victory point, right? But maybe we just don't need to worry about victory points if we're just trying not to die. Okay, yep, so Silas will go first. He'll use the chainsaw. We are going to commit daring to this. So we're at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to beat 3. Okay. That is a tablet. It is -2 for which we don't fail, so the Hybrid Assassin is dead. And we get to break him. Let's see. We were actually at 4, 5, 6, -2, so we can pull back the daring and draw a card. We will get a Eucatastrophe. Okay, well. That's nice. We're going to evade this hit van. We are up by 2. We'll commit the daring. 5. No. Okay, Elder Sign. Interesting. Okay. So, we could get back the Quick Thinking, which gives us an extra action. Or we could grab the resourceful and the sharp vision, which would allow us to get 2 clues. You know what? I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna commit the resourceful to this, and then use that to pull back the sharp vision. All right, and then he gets to draw a card, which is a Eureka. Okay. Excellent. And the hitman is evaded. And then for his last, so that was his second action, last action, we will start the car again. And we'll see how we do getting all the clues. Alright, so the first action Amanda is going to do is she's going to commit all 3 aces. She's going to investigate, along with Silas will do the sharp vision. Succeeds by 2, so she gets 2 clues. But the first thing that's happened is she draws 3 cards. She'll get an inquiring mind, another inquiring mind, and a perception. Okay, excellent. And she gets 3 resources. And then she gets 2 clues. Alright, we can spend her 2 clues to look at one of these. This is a fork in the road. Okay, so this is the direct place we're going. So investigators at this location can spend 2 clues as a group, looking at the revealed sign of any location. Head of this one, Victory Point 1, it is a road 2. So we have to take these 2, shuffle them up. So we can definitely leave this location, but it would be nice now if we could get the last 2 clues. So we will do our best to do that. We will. We're going to investigate. We're at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we'll use the Grizzly Totem. No, won't use the Grizzly Totem. Yeah, we'll use the Grizzly Totem to be 10. So we're at 10 v4 to get a clue. Okay, 0. So we get a clue. And we get to draw 2 cards from the Perception and 1 from the Grizzly Totem. So the Grizzly Totem will draw. We get Obscure Studies. Nice. And then we draw 2 from the Perception. We get an Overpower. And the last card in our deck, an Unexpected Courage. Alright, so let's see if we can make this work. We'll investigate. We're at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll use the Obscure Studies to be 7, 8, 9. Okay, -1. So we do get this clue. So we'll get the victory point, and we'll get to hold on to 2 clues, which is nice for the future. Alright, so that is good. We move on to the fork in the road. There's 2 clues. Hit van stands up. Shooting motor car comes. Tight turn is removed. All of this moves back. Now we're doing upkeep. Oh, wait. And she played Crack the Case. No revealed information, but yes, Crack the Case to get 4 resources. We'll give 2 to Silas. And she'll take 2. Yeah. Upkeep, Silas will draw another Granny Orn. and a resource. And Amanda will get, she has to take a horror, which she will take on herself, so she's now at 1 horror and 3 damage. Shuffling her deck. I just realized this Grizzly Totem is actually in play here, and I've been using it off play. Sorry. I didn't realize it was off screen. And Amanda will draw a Perception. That is excellent. Okay. And we're now at 5 Evade Doom. And Silas will draw Hybrid Assassin. That's on him. And Amanda will draw. Oh no, they're catching up. Oh, gross. Okay. So we'll put the Pursuing Motor Car on Silas and the Hit Van on Silas. Yuck. Alright. So all this is on Silas. Amanda will draw for her at the beginning of the phase. She gets an Inquiring Mind. I'm pretty sure we just put the Perception under her. Or we, yeah, let's put the Perception under her. So Silas needs to kill the Hybrid Assassin. And then evade, probably. He can do all that. I'd love to get those Granny Orange into play, one of them, but he just hasn't had the actions to do it. Silas will chainsaw the Hybrid Assassin. He's at 4v6v3 with nothing to commit. No, resourceful. 7v3. That's good. Oh, Elder Sign. That's amazing. Okay. We will commit a Quick Thinking to this, which gets back our action. Do we leave the Resourceful committed? We can get back. What do we want here? Sharp Vision makes this much easier. I think we just, we'll take the Sharp Vision. Alright, so we still have 3 actions now. We cannot use the Quick Thinking again this turn. So we are, but the Hybrid Assassin is dead. Alright, now we will evade the Pursuing Motor Car. We'll commit Eureka. So we're at 4, 5, 6, 8, 2. Okay. So -1. He's evaded. We get to the top 3 cards and draw 1. We'll leave it committed. We have a Lucky, a Siren Call, and a Resourceful. We'll take the Lucky. Next action, we will evade the Hit Van. We're at 4, 5 with a Lucky in hand. So that's fine. Five V3. Auto fail. Well, we'll spend 2 to play Eucatastrophe, which will turn our Elder Sign into a Resourceful, which we'll use to get back Eucatastrophe. So then he is evaded. We will just play the Emergency Cache to put 4 supplies on Chainsaw. Okay, so these guys are both evaded at this location. Okay, so Amanda will investigate. She's at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to beat 4. We will commit Sharp Vision be 7, 8, 9. And we'll commit the acquiring 9. We'll use the Grizzly Totem to be 10. So we're at 10 V4. Okay, as Cultist is -1. So we get the 2 clues. But before we get the clues, in case we crack the case, we'll draw a card from Grizzly Totem. We get a Pathfinder. Then we get 2 cards from Perception, which are Crack the Case and Dream Enhancing Serum. We will play Crack the Case after we get these 2 clues. And we will take first action, 2 for Amanda and 2 for Silas. And then for her next action, she will spend 3, 4, 5 to put down her Time Worn Brand. And 2 to put down Dream Diary. And that is her turn. Oh, they will spend a clue. 2 clues to look at this top location, which is a long way around. Okay, that is after it's a 6 shroud 0 clue. After a vehicle enters a long way around, place 1 doom on the current agenda. This may cause it to advance. Vehicle cannot leave the long way around until the end of the next round. So you do not want to go there. So they will go to this location, which is the Desolate Road. It is a 4 shroud, 2 clue location, Road 1. Put 1 road out. Victory point 1. 2 clues. And this is forced. When the vehicle leaves this location, investigators the location as a group must spend 1 clue for each investigator. If they cannot discard cards from the top of the deck until a vehicle enemy is discarded, spawn that enemy at Desolate Road, limit once per game for each vehicle. Alright, so these guys ready. This victory can go up here. All this moves over here. This is removed. We are here. Desolate Road, and we have the new Old Innsmouth Road here. Alright, and now it is time for upkeep. Silas will draw Sea Change Harpoon, which is good icons for now. Amanda will draw Deduction, not too shabby, and a resource. We are at 6 of 8 doom, and encounters. Silas will get Malfunction attached to the nearest story asset. Action abilities on each asset cannot be triggered. You can test 3 intellect. You can succeed, discard Malfunction. Not a big deal. It just means it's basically stopping the brakes. We just can't go faster. We can't go slower. We just got to keep going. All right, and then Amanda will get Macabre Memento. Test 3 willpower. If you reveal a cultist token, you automatically fail. If you fail, take 2 horror. It's not a big deal. Let's see, we're at 2v3. We could commit Inquiring Mind, Unexpected Courage to be. Let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see, we'll keep the Inquiring Mind. We're at 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we'll use the Grizzly Totem to be 6. We're at 6v3, and just hope that we're. No, we'll use the Inquiring Mind instead of the Unexpected Courage to be 7v3. 7v3 is good. There are curse tokens, so it's not a for sure thing here. Okay, that's -1, I think. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's about to be on -3. But anyway, we do pass. We get to draw a card from the Grizzly Totem, and we get a Promise of Power. Alright, so we're drawing at the beginning of the round. And Amanda will get Obscure Studies. Alright, what do we want to do? I think we put the Promise of Power under her. Probably. Let's see. Well, we want to be able to test this malfunction. So yeah, I think we put the Promise of Power under her. Alright, so Silas will spend 4 resources to play Granny Orn. Okay. He is going to... I mean, we can investigate at 3v3. We'll commit Take Heart and go 3v3 on, so this is the second action to get rid of the malfunction. Alright, 0. I'll pull back to Take Heart. We are successful. Get rid of the malfunction. I think we just take a resource. Draw a card. Trying to get Unrelenting, but okay. I mean, we could try to pass the test to get. I don't see any reason to. Okay. I was gonna say try to get the clues because Amanda has a deduction. So Amanda will investigate. She puts a curse token into the bag. She is at 6v4. We're going to spend 1 for Practice Makes Perfect. Looking through the top 9 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's see what we got. We could grab the 3 aces, the perception, the deduction. We're going to grab the deduction, I think. No, we'll grab the perception. Pull ourselves up. And then we'll commit the deduction from our hand. Alright, so we are at 2, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're at 10 before. First action, we're at 10 before. Auto fail. She takes a damage and a horror, and she loses all this goodness. This is a problem, actually. Oh, man. Alright, we're at 6. We'll commit the Essence of the Dream to be 7, 8 v4. -1. She gets the clue. Gotta put yet another curse token in the bag. I'll commit Obscure Studies. This is getting nerve-wracking. And she's out of cards here. But we're at 6, 7, 8, 9, 2v4. And we got a lot of curses in there, but we got the cultist, so we're okay. We got the clue, so we can spin the 2 clues as we leave. And they leave. Look at this. Old Distance Road is a tight turn. It's 2 clues for a shroud. When a vehicle leaves this location, investigator's location must spend 1 clue for each investigator in that vehicle. For each clue they cannot spend, an investigator in that vehicle takes 2 damage. That would kill Silas. Although it could be just Amanda. And then these guys are catching up. We really need to... okay, these are removed. We get the victory point. Another road location out. Okay, upkeep. Silas will get Silas's net. Where's that unrelenting card? Excited to play with it. Okay. And then Amanda, she's just down to Pathfinder, Overpower, and Unexpected Courage. She needs some cards. She gets an Inquiring Mind. Okay. And a resource. Alright, we are at a 7 of 8 Doom. Silas will draw Fog over Innsmouth. Test 3 willpower. If you succeed, either take 1 horror or put Fog over Innsmouth into play next to the agenda deck. If you fail, do both. Each location gets +1 Shroud. Alright, what can we commit to this? Can we commit a resource? We cannot. Well, and we're at 4 willpower, though. 4v3, so we'll just commit to Granny Orn to be 5v3. Do have a lucky. Okay, yep. Cultist, we succeed. So we'll take a horror on Peter. And then we get another Fog over Innsmouth. This is for Amanda. So she has no choice. She has to commit to the Promise of Power. So we are at 6. V3 will go to 7v3 with the Grizzly Totem. Alright, we got the Cultist again. She gets to draw a card from the Grizzly Totem. She gets another Promise of Power. Just filling up with the curse tokens. Okay. So she will also take a horror. She will draw a card. She gets 3 aces. Hopefully we can get more of those soon. Ideally we get both these clues and then step on the gas. What are we putting underneath her? Probably an Inquiring Mind. Generically good card. We don't want to put another Promise of Power under her. We just want to get some distance between us and those enemies. So Amanda will investigate. She is at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And Silas will commit a Resourceful. You get back to Sharp Vision, I think. For 7v4. Let me draw. Okay, that the tablet is a -2. So we are successful. Get 1 and help pull back Sharp Vision. But we could get back Bullet, what I found, but okay. So that is, she gets 1 clue. Alright, and then we will investigate again. We're at 2, 3, 4, 5 to beat 4. She'll commit Essence of the Dream. So she's at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8 to beat 4 is good. -1. She passes. So we got those 2 clues, so we can get out of here without anybody taking damage. And then for her last action, she will just... action 2, she will just draw a card, which is a Crack the Case. We're kind of okay on resources, though. Alright. Silas will probably just step on the gas, and let's try to make some progress here. He's got the Sharp Vision, so he can get clues to the next location. So, yeah. So he'll take the action on the card to draw a card and get an Ancient Evils, okay? Which causes the agenda to advance. So this is just as you think you might be able to escape unscathed, you hear the telltale spluttering of your engine, struggling to keep up with your demands. You curse and briefly stop your car before it stalls. You have only seconds to get it started again before the cultists catch up to you. Flip each vehicle that is running so that it is stopped. And shuffle the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck. And there's 3 or more investigators. There's not, so we don't have to do the next bit. Alright. So I'm pretty sure we keep resolving this action that was on the other side, which was if you're draw the top card on the encounter deck, then move this vehicle to connecting location. I think we get to go ahead and move anyway, and we have to spend the 2 clues. So we are at the intersection. It's a good thing the car stopped, actually. This is, it's a road 3. There are 4 clues. An investigator's location can spend 2 clues a group to look at the revealed side of any location ahead of it. It is a road 3. And there are 2 clues here. No, 4 clues here. He has 2 actions left. And we have to put out 3. Let's put these 3 out here. Alright, so his next action, we can probably investigate with Take Heart, I guess. We're at 3v3. Okay, that is -2 for each point you fail by investigator in your vehicle. Must lose 1 resource. We can Granny Orn. No, we'll just lose 2 resources. Fine. Take Heart goes off, gets us 2 cards, 2 resources. He will draw a Brute Force and an Unrelenting. We get 2 resources. Okay. Okay, so the Unrelenting will be nice, but maybe not this round. So we'll go ahead, we'll investigate. Last action, we are at 3v3. We'll commit Sharp Vision and Quick Thinking. That gets us to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to beat 3. We'll commit Silas's Net to be 7 to beat 3. And we will commit the Unrelenting, putting the 2 Elder Things and a -4 on it. Alright, -2. So he passed by 2 or more. We get an action back from Quick Thinking. Pull back the Unrelenting. We get 2 clues. Alright, and then we will just investigate at 3v3. -1. We will Granny Orn and get the clue. So that's not too bad. Alright, these guys catch up. start to catch up. And we'll do upkeep. Silas will get a meat cleaver and a resource. Okay, Amanda will get a lab assistant and a resource. Alright, we're at 1 of 9 due. Silas will get I can't see. If you're not in a vehicle, test 5 willpower. If you fail, take 3 horror. If you are in a vehicle, the vehicle's driver tests 3 willpower. If the driver fails, each investigator in your vehicle takes 2 horror. Alright. This should have healed a while ago. We are at 4v3. We'll commit the meat cleaver to be 5v3. And we get the cultist, so we pass. And then we'll get Fog over Innsmouth. She's testing 3 willpower. She has her inquiring mind, so she is at 2, 3, 4, 5 to be 3. You can still use Granny Orn. That's not too bad. We will actually use the Grizzly Totem on the inquiring mind to be 6v3. And we get the auto fail. Wow. Another damage in horror. Okay. She is at 5 damage and 4 horror. Ouch. And she takes a horror from the Fog over Innsmouth, so she's actually at 5 horror. And the Shroud gets higher. Alright, so I kind of wanted Silas to do this. Oh, she gets to draw a card at the beginning of the round. She gets a practice makes perfect. We'll put the promise of power under her. Bridge. Action 1, Amanda will spend 2. Play lab assistant. Drawing 2 cards, she'll get a deduction and an overpower. Okay, so action 2, she will investigate, putting in a curse token for the promise of power. So she's at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the dream is in her hand. We're at 6v4. Commit the essence of the dream to be 8v4. Okay, we get another auto fail. So she'll take a horror on the lab assistant. Oh, we're actually at 9v4 because of Alana Harper. We will, actually, we'll just kill the lab assistant. Oh, man. Gross. Okay. Last action. We'll do it again. Another curse token. We'll, we're going to spend 1 to play Practice Makes Perfect. Looking at 9 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. We're just looking to grab. I thought I had a perception here. I guess I do not. So, it's less than ideal. We'll take the 3 aces. So we are now at 6, 7. And we'll commit crack case to be 8. So we're 8v4. Okay, so 6v4, 5v4. Okay. We did get the clue on our last action. Okay. So Silas will take an action to get the car started. We will spend, we spend 2 clues. We'll spend 2 of his clues to look at. Actually, we'll spend 2 of Amanda's clues. So look at the top one of these. It is another long way around. We'll spend 1 of Amanda's clues and 1 of Silas's clues to look at the next one, which is another long way around. Okay, so now we know we go to this one. All right, his second action, we will draw a card and just get the card going. We'll get an Ancient Evils. Okay, and the car moves. So we'll see what this location is. It is the dimly lit road. It is a 4-shroud, 2-clue location. Road 1. Actually, I guess we could have gotten rid of these earlier. Okay, 2-shroud, 4-clue location. When a vehicle leaves this location, investigators of the location as a group must spend 1 clue for each investigator. For each clue they cannot spend, investigator that vehicle takes 2 horror. Okay. We have 1 action left. There in her car. Silas doesn't care about the horror, but certainly Amanda does. Alright, so we're at 3v5. How do we do this? I mean, what's the worst that happens here? Is Amanda takes 2 horror and we have to kill Elena Harper. Not bad. We could commit Unrelenting, Sea Change Harpoon with the lucky. Let's see if we do this for Unrelenting. The Sea Change Harpoon would get us to 3, 4, 5 would be even. Deduction be up by 1. We have lucky. All kinds of stuff. Okay, Unrelenting. Could potentially get another lucky. But let's get rid of the worst. We'll get rid of the 2 other things in the -4. Alright, so we got the deduction committed. Oh, I just realized we don't care about this. Because we have 2 clues. So we can just spend them. Yeah, so we're not going to do this. Just kidding. Taking it all back. Taking it all back. Silas will just draw a card. You get another Unrelenting. Alright. So, the end, we spend Silas's 2 clues. We move to the next road. Which is Cliffside Road. It's got 6 clues. Victory Point 1, it's a 1-shroud, Road 1. When a vehicle at this location leaves this location, investigators at the location as a group must spend 2 clues for each investigator in the vehicle. If they cannot, the vehicle's driver test willpower or agility or exceeds the number of clues they could not spend. If the driver fails, the vehicle is removed from the game. Each investigator in the vehicle takes 10 damage, limit once per game per vehicle. These guys catch up. This is removed. And we have 6 clues to get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Silas will draw Peter Sylvester and a resource. And Amanda will draw an Unexpected Courage, which she has 2 of these, so we'll dream Enhancing Serum to draw 3 aces. Okay, so we are in good shape there. Alright. This Fog over Innsmouth is gone. put 3 doom, 3 of 9 doom. And Silas will draw Macabre Memento. Okay, we're going at 4v3 willpower to take 2 horror. We don't really care because of Peter. Okay, get a curse token out. Another curse token out. Happy with that. Okay, and a -3, so we failed the sucker. Take 2 horror, goes on Peter. Alright. And then Amanda will get, she gets a Fog over Innsmouth. Testing 3 willpower. Let's see. She has to put a curse token in. She has to use the Promise of Power. She's at 6v3. She'll use the Grizzly Totem to be 7v3. Okay. We get the Elder thing, which is 4. We were at 7v3, so we pass. We get to draw a card. We will go ahead and... do we take the horror? I think we will. I'll take the horror and we'll leave the Shroud at 1. And she gets to draw a card from the Dream Enhancing Serum. She gets Whispers from the Deep. Alright, at the beginning of the round, she draws a card. She gets a Vicious Blow. The Whispers from the Deep has to go under her. So we gotta get as many of these as we can. We need to get all 6 really. So Amanda will investigate, committing deduction and 3 aces. She will draw a Lab Assistant, a Vicious Blow. She takes a horror on Elena Harper. Actually, it's after the draw that the horror will go on her. So we shuffle our deck. We draw another card, which is another Lab Assistant. We will tap Dream Enhancing Serum and draw yet another card, which is Inquiring Mind. Alright, then we have to put the horror on Elena Harper, because otherwise she would be defeated. We get 2 clues. Oh, and we get 3 resources. We're going to spend 2 resources of those 3 to play the Lab Assistant. We need some Horror Soak. And we'll draw 2 cards. So we will get Dream Enhancing Serum and a Promise of Power. Okay. I was hoping that we would get some clue acceleration, but we did not. No deduction or Brax makes perfect. So that was our second action. Third action, we'll just investigate. We're at 1v2. We'll just commit the Essence of the Dream, which is worth 4 icons. So we're at 5v1. She pulls the Elder Sign. You may double the icons. We could double the icons on Whispers of the Deep. Alright, so we get a clue. Alright. Silas. He's going to investigate. He's at 3v1. We will commit Unrelenting. We will seal 2 zeros and a +1 on it. We don't mind using Catastrophe here. We also don't mind, if we have to lucky, but we want to draw cards. We want to get our other Look What I Found is the goal here. Alright, so we get to draw 2 cards. So we draw, Look What I Found. That's what we're looking for. And Track Shoes. Okay. Now we are investigating at 4v1. Elder sign. I will take it. So we will commit Sharp Vision from his discard. So we get, and we'll pull back. Actually, we'll just leave the Unrelenting committed. And then we get 2 clues from the Sharp Vision. Because we have another Unrelenting. Okay, that's action 1. Action 2. We'll investigate at 3v1. Okay, -1. That's a pass. So we're good now to... Oh, we should have put another road location out. So we're good. We can spend 3 for our last action to put out Track Shoes, because why not? Alright. So at the end of the round, they will move to this Tight Turn. So 2, or at the end of the investigator phase, it's a 2 shroud, 4 clue, road 1. When you leave a vehicle leaves this location, investigates at this location as a group must spend 2 clues for each investigator in that vehicle. For each clue they cannot spend, an investigator in that vehicle takes 2 damage. So they're gonna have to do this. Okay. These enemies catch up on the dimly lit road. And this goes in the victory display. Oh, we should put 1 road out. We're down to the last 3, which means we could end this pretty quickly. And then Silas do upkeep. Silas will draw a Resourceful. That is also nice. We'll get rid of the Sea Change Harpoon. He gets a resource. Alright, and then Amanda will draw Crack the Case. And she gets a resource. We're at 4 of 9 doom. Silas will draw Macabre Memento. Oh, this would have healed. He doesn't mind just tanking this. He's at 4v3 though. Curse. Got to get that out. Auto fail. Interesting. Yeah, so we can spend 2 for Eucatastrophe to grab, to commit Quick Thinking, and passes the test. It just passes it at even, because we were at 4v3, then the curse brings us down to 3v3, and the Quick Thinking brings us up. But it's okay, it's kind of where we want to be. We can use Quick Thinking to get some clue acceleration here. And then Amanda will draw Memory of Oblivion. Okay, she is at... we can choose and discard actually the Time Worn brand. I don't think we're going to use it. So we'll just go at... no, whatever. We'll, we'll just, we're at 1v4 on the willpower. And we'll get the Cultist, which does what? For each point you fail by, investigator places 1 of their clues on your location. Okay, they don't have any clues, thankfully. So, cool. She'll lose the Time Worn brand. Amanda will draw her deduction. And we'll just put that under her. Why not? Alright. So I think she goes and scoops up these clues. So action 1, Amanda will investigate. She'll commit, she's at 3v2. She'll commit unexpected courage. Neighborly totem 3, 4, 5, 6 v2. By 4 v2. Nice one. She still passes. Get rid of the curse. It's nice. We get 2 clues. And we get to draw a card from the Grizzly Totem. And she draws Burning the Midnight Oil. Play that if we wanted. Alright, she'll investigate again. She'll commit Burning the Midnight Oil and Unexpected Courage. To be 6 up. Hmm. 4v2. Okay. Let's call this -1. And she gets 2 clues. We can't do much at this point. So we will spend 3 and put down the Dream Enhancing Serum. Because why not? Okay. That's our last action. Silas will take an encounter card. He gets Malfunction. Okay. So we can't activate abilities on this anymore. And we get Falcon Point. Okay, objective. If each undefeated investigator is at Falcon Point, advance. So we get to advance. I think we've lost them, Agent Harper shouts, peeking her head out of your car's window. You glance at your rearview mirror and confirm that you no longer see the glaring headlights of your pursuers. Warm relief flutters through you. It's finally over. For now. R1. Okay, so let's see, we'll look at, we got victory 1 here. How many victory points did we get? We got, let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's not a bad haul. Make sure we didn't accidentally discard any. I don't think we did. 7 victory points. I'm very happy with that. Oh, and of course, Silas on his 2, 4, 6, 7 of 9 damage, and Amanda at 3 horror and 3 damage. Whew. Whew. That was tough. Alright, well anyway, hope you enjoyed that. Let me know what you guys think about the new format in the comments, and I will see you next time on Winging It.